stigma? Well, to be quite honest, I just wanted to be authentically straightforward. I really feel like F you stigma. Like, stigma is something that has been a Trojan horse in my counseling work. So let me just back up a little bit. I'm a counselor. I've been a counselor for about 11 years, and I specifically work with people who have severe and persistent mental illnesses like schizophrenia, severe bipolar disorder, personality disorders, trauma, things like that. And one thing that just keeps standing out is I don't want to go to counseling because what would people think? Or people will say I'm crazy or whatever it is. So then people just try to deal with their issues on their own, and then stuff gets worse because they have no outlet. So stigma has a role in that. The way that the society sees mental illness, the way that family sees mental illness, and the person themselves, like, it gets in the way of recovery. I've done research on it, and it's showing that even if a person has symptoms, like maybe you have anxiety, maybe you have depression, maybe you have psychotic symptoms, the stigma added on top of that makes it 10 times worse, and it just goes down this rabbit hole. So I wanted to create a channel to talk about stigma. I wanted to create this channel to also talk about all things counseling. I have stories upon stories about some of the most interesting cases that you can imagine, working with some of the most interesting clients, some of the most complex clients when it comes to psychosis. And I learned a lot, things that I didn't learn in my counseling program, in my master's program, not even in my doctorate program. I didn't learn these things because they don't really put it in the counseling books. So I wanted to share those tidbits with you too. I think that this place can also serve as a place of advocacy, just give a voice to marginalized groups. It can be a place where other counselors can come and comment and talk about how they truly feel, because we are human beings at the end of the day. We ask our clients to be honest and authentic, but then the counselor shows up guarded and not really expressing how they feel. So there's a art to doing that, and I've learned over the last 11 years how to do that, so I'd love to share that. I've had a lot of experience in different realms. So I've worked in community mental health. I've done outreach where I go to a client's home and provide services. I ran a mental health facility for people who had severe and persistent mental illnesses. I've served on boards. I'm a professor. I've supervised, just a plethora of things, and I've run into so many unique situations. And this is the place I want to share those stories, those case studies, and talk about just some tips, some strategies, and ways to work in the mental health field in a way that feels authentic, but also is effective. So that is my goal for this channel. The other thing I want to offer is supervision. There's a lot of new students who maybe just graduated from their master's program and they need supervision. I want to offer supervision services to new counselors, and I also want to offer client consultations or clinical consultations to peers and colleagues who might have difficult cases, but you find that, hey, this seems like to be in Dr. Lott's niche. Maybe she has some strategies on how to work with this kind of client or this population. So I'm hoping to offer that as well. So if you're interested in supervision or in consultation, I have my email posted on my page. You can reach out to me for those services. I think that this channel is needed just because we talk about stigma. We could throw the word out. It's become a buzzword, especially in the last 2 years with the pandemic and everything. But how do we really address it? What are we really doing about it? So I'm hoping to be a voice for that. And then I'm just also open and happy to share my experiences as a clinical counselor. So I hope that you find this space safe, and I look forward to your comments, suggestions on videos that you might want to see, and I look forward to building this channel. Thank you.